Welcome back, everyone. This is Thomas Triple T Ty with another new bullish crypto analysis. Before we dig in and take a look at the Avalanche AVAX weekly analysis, remember this is for edutainment only and not to be considered as financial advice. Additionally, I would really appreciate it if you could help spread my analysis to others to help them make more informed decisions and pretty much stay informed, on a weekly basis, daily basis, to help make better decisions. So, with that, let's dive into the news, and then we'll take a look at the analysis. This article is from CoinDesk. Valkyrie launches Avalanche Trust for TradFi, which is traditional finance exposure to AVAX token. So, Valkyrie is they're into crypto, but they deal with a lot of traditional investors. And recently, they launched what is it called? They call it something a multi-coin trust. That's and AVAX was one of the coins that they included in that multi-coin trust to allow traditional investors who don't want to hold AVAX themselves to hold a part of, to be able to buy it, like a share of it, if you will. So this gives the AVAX more exposure to traditional market and therefore adoption. So as people buy more shares of it, so this company would have to buy more AVAX to hold it for their customers. I personally wouldn't do it. I personally would buy AVAX itself, but some people, are not into crypto, but they should learn though. They'll be more in a better position because they'll pay less fees. Because there's no need to pay fees to third parties. You can do some of these yourself. So, but everyone's different. So let's go to the next one. Here's let me get my mouse highlighter on. Here's the current crypto market heat map. Bitcoin 39.8K. It's been sitting around this area for hours, and basically after the Fed or Jerome Powell made the announcement that they're not gonna be extreme. They're not gonna raise the interest rate by 75 basis point in the future. So the market's pumped and then it tapered back a little bit, and it's been sitting right around this area for hours since then. Ethereum, roughly 2.9K, 19.66. I'm pretty impressed by Ethereum's dominance here. But overall, really nice green day for the market here. ADA's back. ADA pumped over 12%. Pretty cool. AVAX pumped 14%. And that's what we're going to talk about. Here's the market cap for the cryptoverse. 1.80 trillion. Like a day, less than 24 hours ago, it was 1.7. It's crazy. That's up 4.84. So money came back into the cryptoverse. So that's good. AVAX is number 11 with a market cap of 18.4 billion. Let me double check something here. 18.4 billion. Yeah, number 11. When I last did this analysis, it was number 10. So it moved down one slot. Here's the weekly chart on TradingView for AVAX. Let's take a look. AVAX got squeezed. I mentioned in my last analysis that AVAX will probably get squeezed. Last time I did this, it was right at this candle right here, this red candle. And I said they would get squeezed between the Symmetrical Triangle support line, this yellow line here, and between that and the bottom of the bull market support band, this gray ribbon here. And at the time, it was right in the middle. guess what? And then I also mentioned that if it broke below this support line, it will be very bearish. And it did do that. It broke below, so that's bearish. And then it broke below here, and this is a new candle for this week. And so broke below that, broke the $70 support, broke the $65 support, which is also the horizontal channel support there. So it broke 3 major support levels. Then what it did was it broke down below the 50-week moving average, this pinkish line here. Broke below that. So that's a lot of support that it broke below. And then it wicked all the way down just past the $55 support level, and then bounced back up. As it was bouncing back up, it was the FMC meeting that the announcement of the Fed not being more hawkish and not looking at 75 basis point raises in the future. So that pumped this candle up significantly, along with the rest of the crypto market and the stock market. So, but it was heading towards the bottom Bollinger Band here. So some critical levels down here, confluence area. The 50-week moving average is currently at $62.79. And the bottom of the Bollinger Band is at $61.64. So very crucial area down here. And notice also the current candle is like right across the highest volume trading price level. See this graph right here that pops out? And you have this red horizontal solid line going across. That's the highest volume traded price level. So very crucial area. The lowest that it wicked down was roughly, let's see where else here. Find my place. It wicked as low as, let me find it here. 55 point, what is that number? It's dark red and black background, so I can't see it. $55.11. This level here was 56. Just so you know, I changed it. But yeah, so if you enter, and I updated these levels. I'll go through them in a few minutes, but I updated these entry levels. So if you set previous levels, you would have gotten some entries already. Again, not financial advice. So where are we now? AVAX remains below the middle Bollinger Band, the basis Bollinger basis line here. And that basis line is currently at $80.99. No, make it $81. So it's below that, and whenever it's below that, in previous times, it's I believe it spends it between 10 and 14 weeks below, and this is only the 4th week, so it's got some time to be below that. So bearish territory is what I'm saying. The current volume. So before I talk about the volume, what do I think about this move? I don't think this move is sustainable, because it's more like a one-time news item, and the market got excited and it pumped. And you can see the wick up here on top, it's already pulling back down somewhat, not a lot, but some. And so I don't think this move is sustainable. So we'll take a look at the indicators, and we'll come up with a summary pretty soon here. The volume, the daily volume, is still way below the moving average, and it's been diminishing since mid-December 2021, and so it's really low volume still. Even with that move, it's really low volume for AVAX. On Bitcoin, on the other hand, it popped above the moving average. So yeah, let's go down and take a look at the KDJ here. The white J line of the KDJ flipped up to 10. As notice down here, it went in. It entered the lower zone, which starts at 20. Entered that zone, and bottomed out at 2.39 roughly. And then because of that move, it flipped back up to roughly 10. So it's still in the lower zone. And if you notice here, back here, it can get as low as -6. So it still had some room to move, but that news really moved it up. I gave that a bull with a caution sign here. And I'll explain that caution sign in a few minutes here. MACD, the white MACD line at 0.24 continues to trend down below the red signal line, printing the 16th bearish histogram bar, and I gave that a bear. For the red RSI, the blue CVD, and the white momentum indicator, or MOM, they all three flip back up. The red RSI is at 47, which is just below the 50 middle mark. I gave that a bull and a crab and a caution sign too, because notice the RSI was trending down for multiple weeks, and only because of that move, it flipped back up. So, is it sustainable? That's the question we're gonna answer. The aqua CVD line, you can see here, is in its upper range. This is the upper range. Here's the bottom of the range down here. That is printing at 2.106 million. And I gave that a bull, a crab, and a caution flag too. It's bullish because it's flipping back up. And crab because I think it's going to bend back down horizontally, because it's been trending down also for at least 4 or 5 weeks here. The white momentum indicator is at -7.15. I also give that a bull, a crab, and a caution flag. And the caution flag just means that this move may not be sustainable, and you got to wait and see what happens before you put an entry in. More than likely, what I think is in the summary here. AVAX is likely to chop around $65, which is pretty much where this bottom horizontal channel is support right now. It's currently at 67.57 and 65 just below that. So more than likely it's going to chop right around there. In my opinion, there's a 60% chance that it will drop below this horizontal channel support at 65. And then because that's an area of confluence, you got the 50-week moving average coming up there with that 65 support, and also that's near the and that's right where the highest volume trading level is, and that's pretty close to the bottom of the Bollinger Band too. So very crucial area, and if it breaks below that, more than likely it'll start wicking down towards the bottom of the Bollinger Band. And but I think in the meantime it's gonna chop right in that level and then sustain a break below the horizontal support at $65. So that's what it is. Just be cautious. 2 crabs means it's gonna chop heavily, and the caution flag. And I didn't want to add a bear in there, but you can think of a bear being in there too. It's gonna be choppy, bearish, downward with heavy caution. And as far as the entry levels, these are updated. Again, these are not financial. This is not a financial advice, but I dropped the FOMO level at 10% down to 55, because that's realistic. You know, it wicked down here, so totally realistic that it can get to that level. It got to here, like a bunch of times back here, and almost here. So 10% there, 30% at $50. The sweet spot is now at $40 at 40%. So if you add in the FOMO and the $50 zone, that's already 40% there, and that's decent entry price. And for adding another 40% at the sweet spot, that's 80 already. So the remaining 10% is down at $30. Sorry, that might be $20. 20%, sorry. 20% at $30. Yeah, there you go. So again, I would wait and see what this candle is gonna do here, and see if what I think is gonna happen. It may happen. However, if it goes back up towards the bull market support band, that's pretty bullish. If it enters that and breaks back into the symmetrical triangle, that's very bullish. I don't think it's gonna do that based on the macroeconomic factors. So total value locked, Avalanche remains at number 4. And you can see here on the 7-day, it's down 2.52%. One month, it's down, I think that's, does it say 13 or 15? It's red on black again. 13.65%. Total value locked, it dropped down to 9.68 billion. Market cap to TVL ratio, the lower the better. 1.89, make it 1.90. And that's pretty much where that ratio was the prior week that I analyzed this. Let's look at the detail for the total value locked. You can see here at its max here was 13.7 billion on December the 2nd, 2021. Now it's 9.68 billion. It's a drop, but not too bad. It's and it's not too bad given everything that has taken place in the last 4 months. It's not too bad. Here's the heat map. Sell walls on top, buy walls on the bottom. We have a major sell wall at 100, and down below we have major sell walls at 50 and 40, but you get 3 medium-sized ones here right around 60, 58, 55. So, and then if you look at the CVD, cumulative volume delta, down below, in this time period, in the last few hours, there are more aggressive market buys, but not too aggressive. You can see the meter here; it's about halfway on the aggressive market buys here. These are market sells over here. This would be the maximum point here, so it's halfway. So it's aggressive, but not too aggressive. Here's the liquidation levels heat map. Cumulative liquidation levels delta is currently showing at $150 million on Binance for only 20 to 100x leverage. Basically, you take the money in these longs here, and you minus the short levels, which there isn't any right now for this particular heat map. And then you subtract that and you get the overage and the difference of the delta, and that's what this is. So right now people are betting more money on AVAX going long. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to go long. I think it's going to go short. So I would actually go short on AVAX. Not financial advice. Do not use high leverage. Okay. And that's it. That's it for Avalanche. And we're back at the beginning. If you found value in this video, feel free to smash the like if you haven't, ring my bell so that you can get notifications, and then hit subscribe if you haven't. And please share your thoughts below. Don't tell me you're going to do high leverage though, because that's, do you, but that's really dangerous. I appreciate it. I have one more video I want to do, but it's like almost midnight. Yeah, it's 11:13 Pacific Standard Time. I should get some sleep. I still need to do that Luna video to make up. I don't know. Maybe. So if not today, I'll do my best to do it tomorrow. Anyways, have a good night, and I'll see you either in that next video, which I highly doubt, for sure tomorrow morning though. Good night, good day, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Peace.